Hey y'all, it's Nate. I know it's been a while, but welcome back to the Supreme Court Docket Explained. Wanted to give you an update on a major opinion that was handed down by the Supreme Court earlier this morning. If you recall, we discussed a trio of Title VII cases involving allegations by plaintiffs that their employers had terminated them in violation of Title VII shortly after discovering their homosexuality or their gender identity. Those cases arose out of the 6th, 2nd, and 11th Circuit, and there was a split in the rulings in those circuits with respect to how the definition of sex was applied under Title VII when it came to gender identity and sexual orientation. The Supreme Court's opinion today resolved the issue in the split between the circuits in favor of the plaintiffs. In a 6-3 opinion delivered today by Justice Gorsuch, the court held that the definition of sex under Title VII does include sexual orientation and sexual identity for the purposes of discrimination under Title VII. The court held under Title VII that there was a but-for causation standard with respect to sexual identity and sexual orientation. The court further held that you cannot consider an adverse action taken against a person for being homosexual or being transgendered without first considering that person's sex. Therefore, if this is one of the factors in an employer's decision to terminate or take an adverse action against an employee, it has violated Title VII on the basis of sex. It should be noted that this is a very narrow ruling. The court specifically points out in its opinion that this opinion does not in any way affect laws that would segregate people by gender. So it would not have any effect on bathroom laws, locker rooms, etc. And that issue was not before the court today and would have to be decided at another time should those claims be brought. The court also pointed out that this case has no bearing on someone's exercise of religious freedom under the First Amendment, and that those cases would have to be litigated separately, including any cases that were brought under the Religious Freedom Restoration Act. And the court suggested that the Religious Freedom Restoration Act may supersede some of the protections of Title VII for people with closely held religious beliefs. However, that issue was not before the court today, and they are not deciding that issue under this opinion. So the only issue decided by the court today was that employers cannot fire someone on their basis of their sexual identity or sexual orientation, and they are protected under Title VII on the definition on the basis of sex. So that's our update today. Happy Pride Month to everybody. It's kind of fortuitous that this opinion was handed down in June. Hope you all are having a good month and staying safe out there, and I will see you on the next episode. Bye.